reflect on the Super Bowl?
Well, I ain't got no more tears to cry. I mean, obviously, I had a lot of time to think about it, and I've seen so much, blown out of proportion. But at the end of the day, when you invest so much time, when you sacrifice so much, and things don't go as planned, um, I think emotions take over. I think that's what happens. Um, and as far as trying to be like this person, trying to be like that person, I heard numerous, quotes about, what if this person was in that situation? How would he have handled it? Well, we've seen this person do that. How he would have handled it. But the truth of the matter is, I'm not trying to be this person, nor am I trying to be that person. I've said it since day one. I am who I am. I know where I'm capable of. I know what I'm capable of, and I know where I'm going. And I don't have to uh, conform to anybody else's, wants for me to do. I'm not that guy. If you want me to be this type of person, I'm not that, and I'm happy to say that. You know what I'm saying? This league is a great league with or without me. I understand that, and I am my own person. I take pride in that, and that's pretty much how I feel.
You don't have any regrets at all for how you handled it? Not to say that you should. I'm just asking if you.
I really don't. I mean, it happened. It happened. I didn't want to talk to the media at the time. And truth of the matter is, I really still don't want to talk to the media. But at the end of the day, things has to happen. I had a lot of time to go back and play everything back. And like I say, I'm human. I've never once said that I was perfect. I never proclaimed that I was perfect. But at the end of the day, people pick and they do things of that sort. And that the truth of the matter is, who are you to say that your way is right? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, we got all these people that's condemning and saying, oh man, he should have did this, that, and the third. But what makes your way right? I've been on record to say I'm a sore loser. Who likes to lose? You show me a good loser, and I'm gonna show you a loser. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to it's not a popularity contest. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to win football games. And for this organization, for Mr. Richardson, for my teammates, and for what it's worth, my fans, they know what's real. And I leave everything else out on the field. I prepare the right way. I have a mentality. I have a standard that I set for myself. And I'm not going to bend nor break. You know what I'm saying? I never once offended anybody along that. But at the end of the day, we had an unbelievable season. A great season at that, and we did what a lot of people didn't expect us to do. Hell, we did a lot of things that we were fast into doing. People knew we were going to win, but they didn't know how fast we would win. And at one point, we were undefeated. And the truth of the matter is, we got 2 losses. Some teams had 2 losses the first 2 weeks. So that's the truth of the matter. And for me, for me, it's just nothing's pretty much gonna change. I mean, you get what you get. You know what I'm saying? And
Hey, Cam, that last fumble there, have you gone over that play in your mind, and if you could have done anything different?
what would you want me to do?
People are saying that you should have jumped in the pile, but you didn't. And so, what do you remember what you were thinking at that moment?
Okay, I didn't get the fumble, but we can play tit for tat. I see numerous quarterbacks throw interceptions, and their effort afterwards, they don't go. I don't dive on one fumble because the way my leg was, it could have been contorted away. Okay, you say my effort. I didn't dive down. I fumbled. That's fine. But at the end of the day, that game wasn't built off of. We didn't lose that game because of that fumble. I can tell you that. So, you can condemn and say, well, oh man, he gave up, he did that and the third. But hey, as long as my teammates know, as long as my coaches know, as long as anybody that's following this team knows. I mean, it's easy for a person to nitpick and say, oh man, Cam this, oh he gave up, he just that's cool, that's fine. I mean, I'm a grown man, I can understand that. But to say some things along the lines of that and to say it in my face, that's extremely different.
Sam, it sounds like your teammates are certainly supportive of you despite the criticism you got about the press conference. I mean, tell me about that. I mean, what would the players have to say to you about your efforts on the field, and what your teammates have to say?
What's already understood.
How does that make you feel when you got your buddies standing?
At the end of the day, what's already understood. But at the end of the day, what's already understood shouldn't even have to be said. You know, so many people talked about the Carolina Panthers, so many people talked about Cam, so many people talked about Coach Rivera. But the truth of the matter is, nobody on this team got suspended for disciplinary reasons. You never once heard anybody on this team have to sit out games because of what they did. You never heard coach nor coordinator say these guys wasn't coachable. And so pretty much everything that people say about us is fluff. They say Cam's a thug. They say players on the teams are classless. But I mean, when exactly. I mean, straight up, we are professional athletes. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I say, before you are quick to assume anything, what makes your way right?
Any last message to fans? Your fans, any last message?
We will be back, and I mean that. Like, we will be back. I mean, I say that with so much emphasis, and you know, if I offended somebody, that's cool. But I know who I am, and I'm not about to conform nor bend for anybody's expectations, because your or anybody else's expectations will never exceed mine.
How ready are you for the offseason?